You were never built to run after money. You were not made to pant, to plead, or to prove yourself worthy before a dollar will look your way. You were designed to speak and watch things take their place. Think of the very first command you've ever heard about the world. Let there be. A clean word was spoken, and order appeared. That pattern did not end. The world still listens for a voice. Not any random voice. A steady voice that knows who it is and what it is saying. When your mouth is quiet, your feet get tired. When your sentence is clear, your steps grow light. So the first shift today is simple. Stop chasing. Give an order. Look at how the world trained you. It told you that more grind equals more gain. It told you to chase the bag, to push into rooms, to clutch tight so nothing slips away. But the more you run, the more the goal moves. Why? Because chasing is a message. Every time you chase, you tell the world, I do not have. That message is like a stamp. The world is neutral and exact. It mirrors what you say. If your words say, I am without, the mirror agrees and shows you without. If your words say, I am supplied, the mirror agrees and shows you supply. This is not magic. This is law. The law does not answer panic. The law answers a lawful voice. Let's make it even simpler. Imagine your words are a blueprint and money is a team of builders. The builders are skilled, fast, and ready, but they do nothing until the plan arrives. Feelings are not a plan. Worry is not a plan. Running in circles is not a plan. A clear sentence is a plan. Speak the plan, and the builders move. Stay silent or speak confusion, and the builders wait. This is why you have been tired. Your feet kept trying to do a job only your mouth can do. Now set your posture. Money is not your master. Money is not your identity. Money is a tool and a servant. Tools work for people who know how to give instructions. Servants move for a clear command. Money answers to voice more than it answers to effort, because voice sets identity and identity sets order. If a king and a beggar both walk into the same shop, the difference is not only how much they carry. The difference is the voice they use. The king speaks from a seat. The beggar speaks from a chase. The world is listening for which voice you use. Here is your clean sentence. Use it. Own it. Let it live in you. Speak it as law, not as a wish. I refuse to pursue money. Money locates me, completes me, and moves through me in right order. Now. Read it again slowly. I refuse to pursue money. That closes the door to panic. It is not laziness, it is position. Money locates me. That means supply knows your name and address. Completes me. That means there is no trickle, no crumbs, but fullness. Moves through me in right order. That means flow, not hoarding. Circulation, not fear. Timing, not rush. And then now. That means this is not pushed into a far tomorrow. You bring it into the present moment where you can live it. You might say, but isn't this just positive thinking? No, this is speaking as law. Positive thinking hopes the wind blows your way. Lawful speech tells the wind where to blow. Positive thinking tries to feel better. Lawful speech creates better order. This is not about pretending you do not have bills. It is about deciding what your voice will be at the point of contact. The bill is not your boss. Your voice is your instruction. When you hold a bill in your hand and say with a steady tone, I pay in peace and I am refilled in order, supply moves to me with ease. You are not denying the bill. You are denying panic. You are refusing the chase. You are choosing law. Imagine money like a river. Rivers flow downhill to a lower, quiet place. If you run up and down the banks with a net, you scare the fish and muddy the water. If you stand still on solid ground and keep your hands open, the river reaches you. Stillness here does not mean doing nothing. It means no inner scramble. It means clean words, clean breath, clean steps. Hustle shouts, I'm late. Law says, I am on time. Hustle says I must claw my way in. Law says I stand where I belong. Hustle tries to force doors. Law speaks and doors remember their hinges. Let your mind picture a magnet and a butterfly net. A net runs, swipes, misses. A magnet stands and draws. The magnet does not beg. It does not chase. It simply holds the right charge. Your charge is your word. Your tone is your proof. When your word and tone match, you become simple to read in the best way. Money reads the signal and moves toward it. If your word says come, but your tone says please, I'm afraid you won't, the signal is scrambled. Clear the signal. Speak as someone who already has a place at the table. Some people hear this and fear it makes them passive. It does not. It makes them precise. You will still take action, but from instruction rather than fear. A farmer still plants, but he does not scream at the soil and pull the seed up to check it every hour. He sets the seed and keeps the field in order. He waters by rhythm. He guards his borders from pests. He trusts the law inside the earth. You too will move. You will send the email, attend the meeting, offer the service, learn the skill. But those actions will not come from chase energy. They will come from decree energy. That is the difference between heavy and light, between closed doors and open paths. Let us talk about identity, because everything rests there. If you call yourself poor with your mouth or with your mood, the world will treat you like what you call yourself. If you call yourself supplied, not in a bragging way but in a lawful way, the world will treat you like what you call yourself. A child understands this lesson. If a child says, "This is my seat," and the teacher agrees, that seat becomes theirs. If the child mumbles, "Maybe I don't have a seat," they wander the room. Speak your seat, sit in it, guard it. Your supply has a seat with your name on it. You do not chase a seat that already belongs to you. You go to it and sit. Now feel how your body changes when you speak the decree. Stand, breathe in through your nose, hold for a moment, and let the breath fall out. Then say it in a soft but steady tone. I refuse to pursue money. Money locates me, completes me, and moves through me in right order, now. Do not rush the words. Do not push them hard. Let them ring clean. If your voice shakes, breathe again and try once more until the sentence sits on you like a well-fitted coat. If your mind throws up old noise, but what if it doesn't work? Answer with a simple reply. Law answers voice. Do not wrestle, do not argue, just return to the sentence. When you stop chasing, you break the agreement you made with fear. That old agreement sounded like this. Unless I run, nothing will come. You kept signing that contract each day with your thoughts and your speech. Today you tear it up. You sign a new one with a new sentence. The law of supply is not personal in the way people are. It does not play favorites. It listens for order. It hears the tone of authority and comes. It hears the tone of panic and waits until the noise clears. Your job is to clear the noise. Your job is to issue lawful words. Think about a doorbell. If you press the bell, the sound goes out and the house answers. If you stand outside waving your hands with no sound, the door stays shut even if you look busy. Your decree is the bell. Your chase is the waving. Press the bell. Let the sound carry. Then wait like someone who knows the door will open. Waiting in law is not the same as waiting in fear. Fear waits while biting nails. Law waits with calm, ready hands. Law waits and tidies the porch. Law waits and breathes. You may ask, how can I be calm when my bank is low? You can be calm because calm is not the same as careless. Calm is a choice of seat. You can choose the seat of hurry or the seat of order. One seat breaks your focus. The other seat gives you a clean mind to do the next right thing. And there is always a next right thing. Speak, align, act from instruction, then rest the case. If your mind tries to rehearse every bad story it knows, interrupt it with one true picture. See money as a clean river flowing toward your door. See yourself on solid ground, not chasing boats, not diving into currents. You stand and the flow comes to you. Does this mean you will never move quickly? No. It means you will not be pushed by fear. You will be led by order. Sometimes order moves fast, sometimes order moves slow. The pace is not the point, the posture is the point. A runner can move in peace when the lane is clear and the finish line is sure. A runner trips when he keeps looking sideways. Eyes forward, words clean, steps simple. Now test the decree in ordinary moments. When you open your wallet, do not sigh. Say, I handle money in peace, and money returns to me in order. When you pay a bill, do not grumble. Say, I release this with thankfulness, and my storehouse is refilled in perfect time. When you see a price, do not mutter, too much. Say, I am guided to fair exchanges and wise choices. These are tiny doors, but tiny doors swing whole rooms. If your mouth throws out little curses all day, your life will have to step over them. If your mouth lays down small blessings all day, your life will walk smoothly. Remember this image. A lighthouse does not chase ships. It stands and shines. Because it stands, the ships find it. You are a lighthouse in your field. Your word is the light. Your stillness is the tower. Your alignment is the power source. Shine. Do not run up and down the shore waving a lantern and yelling at the waves. Stand and shine. Money is not a wild animal you must trap. Money is a message that answers a stronger message. Send a stronger message. Repeat the decree one more time with me, clearly. I refuse to pursue money. Money locates me, completes me, and moves through me in right order, now. If you like, place your hand over your chest when you say locates me, over your belly when you say completes me, and with your palm open when you say moves through me. These small motions help your body learn the truth your voice is speaking. The body is a good student. It likes clear lessons. You may feel a push from old habits. They will say, run. They will say, prove yourself. They will say, if you stop chasing, you will fall behind. But look at the track you are on. Running in circles does not take you forward. It only makes you dizzy. Step off the circle. Walk a straight line. Speak first, act second, rest third. That is the new order. Over and over, that order will save you time, energy, and peace. Over and over, that order will open doors you used to pound with your fists. If someone tells you this is too simple, smile. The strongest doors often open with the simplest keys. You have one now. Use it. Keep it with you. When fear rises, use it again. When good news arrives, use it again. You are training your inner world to live by law, not by chance. You are teaching your mind and your mouth to agree. That agreement creates a steady field around you, and money prefers steady fields. It is easier for a river to fill a quiet lake than a shaking cup. There will be moments where you feel nothing. That is fine. Law does not need fireworks to work. It needs clarity. Keep your words clear. Keep your tone even. Keep your steps honest. If a mistake happens, do not plunge back into chase mode. Correct it with calm. Say, I return to order, and do the next right thing. Do not add drama. Drama is expensive. Peace is profitable. I will leave you with one picture you can carry all day. Picture a table with your name engraved on it. On that table sit 3 baskets labeled enough, overflow, and seed. Enough is for today's needs. Overflow is for joy, future, and generosity. Seed is for planting into good ground. This table is not across town. It is in your house, in your inner room. You do not sprint across the city to reach it. You walk to it with a steady step and you sit down. Then you speak, I live from this table. I take what I need in peace. I return in thanks. I plant in faith. Money serves me as I serve good order. That is a grown person's way to live, and even a child can understand it. Speak now one last time so the day hears you. I refuse to pursue money. Money locates me, completes me, and moves through me in right order, now. Let the sentence stand in the air a moment. Let it settle into your chest. Stand like a lighthouse. Breathe like a calm sea. Walk like someone who owns a key and knows which door it fits. You have moved from chase to decree. Hold this seat. Keep this tone. The law is already listening. There is a difference between working and worrying. There is a difference between moving on purpose and running from fear. The world often mixes those up and calls all motion hustle, as if being breathless were a badge of wisdom. But law does not reward noise. Law answers order. Think of a traffic light. Green is not louder than red. It is simply the right signal at the right time. Cars move because the signal is lawful, not because the drivers shout at the intersection. Your voice is meant to be that kind of signal, clear, timely, and respected. When you live by chase, you keep telling life, I'm outside of my good. That message is like a label you stick on yourself. Stores do not ship packages with the wrong label. They wait for the right one. Alignment is the right label. Alignment says, I belong where supply belongs. This is what sacred words like kingdom and righteousness point to. They are not fancy terms to argue over. They are simple, the inner seat where you remember who you are and the right order that follows. Sit in the seat, speak from the seat, watch the order appear. If the word kingdom feels far away, bring it close. Picture a chair with your name carved into it. No one else fits there. That chair is inside you. When you sit in it, you stop trying to earn oxygen and start using your voice. In old sayings, it was put this way: seek the inner seat first, and all the outer pieces will fall into place. That is not permission to nap your life away. It is instruction to lead your life from the inside out, not from panic in. When you chase, you behave like a guest who knocks on your own door. When you align, you use your key. Hustle tells you to keep proving you deserve a seat at the table. Law tells you to bring the table with you. Hustle says, push, force, wedge yourself through. Law says, stand, speak, open what is already yours. This is why people grind for years and still feel poor inside. They sprint without a map. Alignment gives you a map. The map is not 20 steps of tricks, it is one steady orientation. I move as someone already provided for, and I let my words match that identity. Then your actions become clean and smart. Emails with clear offers, invoices that are fair, prices that match value, a steady yes or no instead of wobbly maybes. That is law in motion, not panic in costume. You can test this in small places. The next time money comes in, do not clutch it as if it will run away. Label it with order. Say, this portion meets today's need. This portion flows forward. This portion becomes seed. Even a small amount can be divided with dignity. Order makes little things feel bigger because they finally know where to go. Disorder makes big things feel small because they leak. If you have ever poured water into a cracked cup, you already know the feeling of hustle. If you have ever poured water into a sound vessel and watched it fill, you already know the feeling of alignment. A child can understand alignment with this picture. A thermostat and a thermometer sit in the same room. The thermometer reports the temperature. The thermostat sets it. Chase is the thermometer, always reacting, always pointing at conditions. Lawful speech is the thermostat, quietly setting a new point and letting the system do the rest. You were not made to be only a reporter of need. You were made to set the point with your word, and then take the next right step as the room adjusts. But what if the room is cold now? Someone asks. Then set the point and keep your coat on until the warmth arrives. Setting the point is not denial, it is decision. You still send the applications, you still call the client, you still learn the skill. But your state is not a begging state. Your sentence has already opened the door, and your steps walk through it in order. The difference shows up in your tone, your eyes, your pace. People relax around those who live by law. Opportunities relax too. They come forward because the signal is not jittery. There is also a flow you must respect if you want lasting increase. Florence called it circulation. Many people block themselves right here. They clutch, hoping to feel safe, and end up damming their own river. The law of circulation is gentle and exact. What you hold in fear starves. What you release in order returns multiplied. This is not a dare to throw money into chaos. It is an invitation to let money move through you in right channels, giving where you are led, paying what is yours to pay, refusing to hoard from panic. A hand that never opens cannot receive. A hand that opens in order never runs dry. Alignment also means you stop calling what is good bad, and stop calling what is wise boring. Quiet budgeting is not lack, it is law. Honoring your agreements on time is not dull, it is magnetism. Clearing old dues and forgiving old debts in your heart are not weak, they are strong locks on your doors. When your inner world is messy with resentment, your outer world echoes it with tangled bills and delayed answers. Clean within. Speak cleanly. Paperwork begins to match your words. People you thought were difficult become simple to deal with because your signal is not mixed. Some will say, but the world doesn't work like this. The truth is, the world always works like this. Even the busiest markets move by signals, prices, contracts, timing. Those are just outer shapes of a deeper pattern. Clear word, correct placement, steady flow. When your word is unclear, placement suffers and flow stutters. When your word is clean, placement clicks and flow strengthens. That is why the most valuable habit you can learn is simple. Do not speak from fear. Do not sign your name under lack. Do not mutter curses over your day and then complain that the ground feels hard. Bless your path. Bless your work. Bless your money. Bless the people you deal with. This is not sentimental. It is structural. Let us return to the inner seat once more, because this is the hinge. To seek the kingdom means check your seat before you speak. If you speak from the hallway, your words will sound like knocking. If you speak from your chair, your words will sound like ownership. Ownership here is not pride, it is stewardship. Pride shouts, "Look at me." Stewardship states, "This is mine to care for and to multiply." Pride burns out. Stewardship builds and rests and builds again. Here is a clear way to practice. Before important calls or decisions, take 30 seconds and straighten your posture. Place your feet flat, breathe in, and say quietly, "I sit in my lawful seat." Feel your shoulders drop. Then declare one sentence that sets the point. "I am guided to fair exchange and right timing." After that, do the thing in front of you. Ask the question, make the offer, send the message. If the answer is not this, do not collapse. In law, a no is often a signpost, not a wall. It trims your path. You stay in your seat and take the next step. Hustle hears no and spirals. Alignment hears no and says, "Good, now I know where not to go." Another picture. Imagine two gardens. In the first, the gardener keeps moving the seeds every day, worried they're in the wrong spot. In the second, the gardener chooses the place, sets the seed, waters on schedule, and waits. Which garden bears fruit? The second. The first gardener is busy, but busy in fear. The second is faithful, and faithfulness is simply alignment over time. Your money life is a garden. Choose your row, your offer, your lane. Set your seed, your decree, water by rhythm, your consistent actions, and resist the urge to dig everything up to check. Fruit is not shy. It arrives when the law inside the soil meets the care above the soil. People sometimes think faith means closing your eyes and hoping. It does not. Faith is opening your eyes wide and refusing to insult the law with panic. Faith says if the pattern is speak, align, act, rest, I will honor the pattern. Faith sounds like a calm cashier counting carefully. Faith looks like a chef who trusts the oven and keeps the heat steady. Faith feels like a pilot following instruments through clouds. None of those images are lazy, all of them are exact. This is where the earlier decree belongs inside your day, not only on your lips in the morning, but as a quiet drum under everything. When fear arrives, do not wrestle with it for hours. Replace it within seconds. I sit in my seat. I set the point. I move in order. If you want words, use your sentence again with the same steady tone. I refuse to pursue money. Money locates me, completes me, and moves through me in right order, now. Then do one practical act that matches it. Send the invoice, finish the draft, reply with clarity, or organize your wallet so every bill faces the same way. Order on the outside agrees with order on the inside. They shake hands and flow increases. Some will ask, how do I know I'm aligned? You will feel 3 signs: simplicity, peace, and sufficiency. Simplicity means your choices become clear. This yes, that no. Peace means your body stops buzzing even while you work. Sufficiency means you stop telling scary stories about tomorrow and start handling today with dignity. These signs will flicker at first like a new pilot light. Protect them. Turn down the voices that sell panic. Turn up the small, faithful actions that build trust in yourself. Finally, understand that alignment does not make you smaller. It makes you precise. When you are precise, you can expand without tearing. You can handle more because you are not leaking. You can say yes to bigger work because you have a stronger seat. The goal is not to be busy. The goal is to be fruitful. Fruit feeds you and others. Fruit carries seeds for the next season. Fruit proves the tree, not the noise of its branches. Stand a moment and breathe. No rush, no scramble. Speak with the same calm you want your bank account to mirror. I sit in my lawful seat. I move by order, not by panic. My supply answers my voice. Let that be the way you walk into every room today. Doors hear tones. So do people. So does money. Keep your tone. Keep your seat. Keep your law. A sentence can carry you from one life to another if you let it change who you are while you speak. Most people use words like stickers. They slap them on the same old self and hope the label will force a new result. That never lasts. The sentence we are using is not a sticker. It is a doorway. You do not tape it to your fear. You walk through it and leave fear on the other side. This is why the exact wording matters. But your identity while saying it matters even more. You are not reciting a trick. You are taking your seat. You are shifting from one who pursues to one who is located, filled, and flowed through. Children understand this shift faster than adults. A child who says, "This is my chair," and then sits, has the chair. An adult who says, "Maybe if I'm lucky, a chair will notice me," stands forever at the edge of the room. The money sentence is your chair. Sit. Say it once in your mind right now. Slow and clean. I refuse to pursue money. Money locates me, completes me, and moves through me in right order, now. Feel the small clicks inside you as each piece finds its place. The first clause is a loud click. I refuse to pursue money. This is the end of the chase agreement. You are breaking an old contract, the one that said, "Unless I panic, I won't be provided for." Panic is not a good provider. Panic pays in crumbs and costs you sleep. Refusing pursuit is not laziness. It is choosing leadership. In a shop, a confident customer does not run around waving cash. They ask for what they need, pay in peace, and leave. In your life, refusing pursuit means your actions are no longer emergency-shaped. Your emails stop sounding like please. Your eyes stop hunting, your spine stops folding. You still act, but your action now has a center. The center is your seat. Then the second clause, money locates me. Let it settle. This line repairs the idea that supply is far away and blind. Supply is not blind. It follows signals, and your lawful word is the strongest signal you can send. To be located means being findable. How do you make yourself findable? You choose a lane, you name what you do, and you keep your word. You stop jumping from plan to plan every week because fear told you the last plan was too slow. The post office cannot deliver to a moving target. Neither can opportunity. Money locates me. Means you put your name on a clear door, and you stay long enough for the knock to arrive. This removes that sour feeling of always needing to be everywhere at once. You do not need to be everywhere. You need to be where you said you would be, speaking the signal you chose. The third clause completes me. This closes the drip. Many people carry a low-grade belief that money will only ever trickle to them. So even when good things arrive, they brace for the leak. Completes me rewrites that habit. Completion does not mean excess piled in a corner for show. It means enoughness without holes. The bill is paid on time without drama. The tool you need is purchased without shame. The savings account is not a mirage. It sits there, calm, like a roof that does not boast but does not leak. Completion also heals the inner noise that says, "Once I have more, I will feel safe." Safety grows by order, not by pile. When you say completes me, you invite money to meet you at the level of exact needs plus honest margin, and you stop insulting yourself with smallness. A completed person does not over-explain. They don't slam doors or apologize for taking their seat. They move on to the work. The fourth clause, and moves through me in right order. This is where many people stumble. They want flow toward them, but fear flow through them. Fear says, if it leaves my hand, I will never see it again. Law says, what moves in order returns in order, pressed down and running over. Flow through you is how you become a clear river rather than a stale pond. Right order means you don't spray money in every direction to prove you have it. You direct it to correct places, needs, growth, generosity, without drama. Flow keeps the channel honest. When money knows it will not be trapped by your fear, it trusts you with more. If you have ever borrowed a tool from a neighbor and returned it clean and on time, that neighbor gladly loans to you again. The law of circulation works the same way. Money moves where it is respected by both receiving and releasing. Then the final word, small but strong, now. Not one day. Not when I deserve it, now. Now moves your identity from rehearsal to performance. Some people spend a lifetime warming up singing scales but never singing the song. Now is the raised curtain. If your mind protests, but my balance is low, remember this. Now does not deny your numbers, it denies your panic. It means you govern your tone today, not after the wind changes. If you wait for perfect weather to speak lawfully, the clouds will teach you to be silent. Speak first, clouds learn. Weather shifts. The room warms after the thermostat is set, not before. If you find yourself adding softeners, hopefully, maybe if it's meant to be, notice those are chase words hiding in polite clothes. Remove them. Your sentence is a key. Do not file it down with doubt. If your tongue has learned to apologize for itself, retrain it like a good coach trains an athlete. Short, clear, repeatable drills. Stand, breathe, speak the sentence exactly as written. Do it in the mirror. Not to impress yourself, but to line up face, eyes, mouth, and mind. The mirror will show you if your mouth is saying yes, while your eyes whisper no. Practice until they agree. Agreement is power. Here is how identity transfer looks in the body. Your jaw unlocks because you are not biting down on fear. Your shoulders drop a half inch because you are not carrying the whole world. Your breath slows because your inner clock is not on fire. None of this is decoration. The body marks the border between old and new agreements. When you change the agreement, the body stops bracing for impact and starts preparing for work. A braced person reaches for money like a drowning swimmer grabs a rope, wild, scratching, desperate. A prepared person receives like a trained catcher, balanced, focused, easy hands. People sometimes ask, can I change the wording? You can change any wording as long as you do not change the law of the wording. The backbone must stay. End the chase, be findable, be filled, let flow move, call it into the present. If you want a variation for the day, keep the structure. I will not run after money. My provision recognizes me, satisfies me, and circulates through me in perfect timing now. See how the bones remain? That is identity work, not poetry. The sentence is a skeleton. Your day adds the muscle. Now take the sentence into practical places where identity is usually lost. At the checkout line, do not roll your eyes at the total. That teaches your mind that money is a bully. Instead, instruct yourself. I purchase in order, I keep my peace, and I am replenished. When setting your prices, do not whisper them. Clear speech prevents unclear deals. When someone delays a payment, do not curse them with your mouth while hoping for help with your prayers. Keep your tongue clean. Ask directly. Set terms. If you must walk away, do it without poison. Poison lingers. Clean exits create clean entrances later. Replace old phrases that kneel to lack. I can't afford it becomes not aligned for me at this time. Everything is so expensive becomes I am guided to fair value and right timing. Money stresses me out becomes I handle money with clarity and money handles me with respect. You are teaching your nervous system a new language. It will stumble at first like a child practicing new letters. Let it stumble. Smile, correct it. Keep writing the sentence until the letters are straight. Identity transfer also touches how you treat other people around money. When you are no longer a chaser, you stop pushing others in to chase. The room calms when you come in. You do not bait with false urgency. You do not beg with false humility. You make offers with clarity and accept answers with grace. This kind of person is easy to pay and easy to trust. Pay flows to ease, not to chaos. Ease here does not mean sloppy, it means steady. Your invoices are clear, your deadlines are realistic, your follow-ups are respectful. The field reads this steadiness as ready, and ready people are located quickly. If your mind tries to argue for the chase, but look at my past, I always had to fight, acknowledge your history without marrying it. History explains, it does not command. You can honor your younger self who had to scramble while giving your present self better rules. Say, thank you for keeping us alive. Now we live by order. That simple sentence frees you from guilt for changing. Many people stay small because they think growth insults their past. Growth honors their past by giving it a better ending. Do not fear silence between actions. The old self filled silence with worry. The new self fills silence with authority. Authority does not mean loud. It means decided. In the quiet after speaking your sentence, do small things that agree with it. Tidy your workspace, answer the messages you have been avoiding, prepare your offer page, study the skill that makes you excellent in your lane. These are not busy crumbs, they are bricks. Every small action in order says to the field, the house is ready for delivery. Children learn fastest with pictures, so carry this one. 2 doors, side by side. One door is labeled prove, the other is labeled provide. When you walk through prove, every room demands one more trick from you. When you walk through provide, every room gives you a role and a place to stand. Your sentence is the key to the provide door. Use it at the threshold of your day. Use it when the email pings. Use it when the bill arrives. Use it when money shows up too, because receiving without panic is as holy as asking without fear. Say the sentence again, this time with the exact life you are living in mind. your desk, your clients, your bills, your family, your goals. Fit the words over these shapes like a well-made cover that keeps out weather. I refuse to pursue money. Money locates me, completes me, and moves through me in right order, now. See yourself answering a message with clarity. See a payment coming in on time without drama. See yourself giving a calm yes or a calm no. See yourself sleeping like someone who trusts the floor under the bed. The picture is not a toy. It is the frame where your words hang straight. A last word about now. This small word requires you to keep your behavior honest. You cannot say now and then break every promise you made to yourself about time, health, or integrity. Law listens for one sound across your life. If your mouth says order, but your schedule screams mess, the sound splits. Close the split. Keep promises small and kept. If you will send the invoice today, send it. If you will finish the draft by noon, finish. If you miss, repair quickly and speak cleanly. Nothing grows long-term on excuses. Everything grows on truth. You may be surprised how quickly your world reflects this identity transfer. A delayed payment arrives, a fair client appears, a price you thought would be refused is accepted without fuss. Do not call these events luck. Call them what they are, agreement made visible. When you feel that rise of gratitude, express it out loud. Gratitude spoken is not flattery, it is alignment. I am grateful for the order in my life. I am grateful that supply recognizes me. Gratitude keeps the door open and your seat warm. Now take a slow breath and speak, once more, not as someone trying to convince the air, but as someone who has decided who they are. I refuse to pursue money. Money locates me, completes me, and moves through me in right order now. Hold your posture a moment. Let quiet do its part. Then move into your next action with that same quiet on your face. Identity first, words next, steps last. This is how one sentence becomes a life. What you say is the seed. What you picture is the weather. What you repeat is the season. If your words are clean but your inner pictures are fearful, the ground stays cold. If your pictures are bright but your daily speech is careless, seedlings snap in the wind. Reprogramming the field means bringing word, image, and rhythm into one clean line so supply has nothing to argue with. Think of it like tuning a radio. When word, picture, and rhythm match, the music is clear. When any one of them drifts, you hear static. Your goal is simple enough for a child to do. Say the right thing, see the right thing, and keep a gentle beat. Start with replacement, not resistance. If you try to fight a thought, you feed it. If you replace it, it fades. This is the law of substitution. Use a 3-step micro-protocol you can run anywhere, even in a checkout line. Cancel, replace, command. Cancel the old phrase quietly, cancel that. Replace it with a lawful truth. Command your next step in order. It looks like this. Cancel. My money life is in order. I pay in peace and I am refilled in right timing. Proceed. You are not chanting to get lucky. You are setting the thermostat so the room has to adjust. Build yourself a small library of replacement lines for common money triggers. Keep them short, plain, and repeatable. When a price is higher than you expected, skip the groan. Say, not my lane today. I am guided to fair value. When a bill is due, skip the sigh. Say, I release this in peace, and my storehouse is refilled in order. When an unexpected expense appears, skip the curse. Say, this is handled, and better supply returns to me. When you open your banking app, skip the worry scan. Say, I look with clarity, I steward with calm. When someone pays you, skip the awkward shrug. Say, received in thanks, circulation continues. When you must quote your price, skip the whisper. Say, here is the fair exchange. When a client delays, skip the poison. Say, I follow up in order. I am paid on time or released to better. Each small line keeps the gate open. The field listens to small lines. Now shape the picture. Your inner image must match your lawful word. Choose 1 or 2 simple images you can recall in 2 seconds. A river is good. See a clean river flowing toward your door. A storehouse is good. See sturdy shelves with enough, overflow, and seed bins neatly labeled in your mind. A thermostat is good. See the dial set to provision, steady and quiet. Do not make a movie so long you forget to live your life. Keep the picture short, strong, and repeatable under your breath like this. Inhale, see the river. Exhale, feel it reach your door. The point of the picture is not to escape. It is to agree with your decree. Give your body a role so it stops rehearsing fear. Your body loves jobs. Give it 3. First, the seat. Before money moments, straighten your spine and imagine sitting in your lawful chair. Second, the breath. Inhale through the nose, soft hold, long exhale, then speak. Your tone steadies when your breath steadies. Third, the hand cue you learned earlier. Chest for locates me, belly for completes me, open palm for moves through me. These small cues make your decree physical. Children learn this way. Adults too. Clean your environment so it stops arguing with your sentence. Disorder leaks money. Tidy your wallet so bills face one way. Rename your digital buckets to reflect order. Essentials, growth, overflow, seed. Unsubscribe from things you do not use. Cancel small leaks. Move payments to calm dates. Keep a simple sheet that lists what flows in and out. This is not control fear. This is signal clarity. When the outer room lines up with your inner word, the field hears one sound. Watch your social speech. It programs the air around you. Do not throw "I'm broke" as a joke. Do not treat money like a villain in your stories. Speak respect. Money is a tool, not a god, and not a ghost. Thank it for the job it does. Moving value, keeping score, making exchange simple. People who speak badly about tools usually use them badly. People who respect tools become skillful with them. Skill attracts trust. Trust attracts flow. Handle envy and scarcity adds the same way, with a calm no. Envy says they have it, so you can't. Replace it. Good for them. My lane is provided for. Scarcity ads say, hurry, this ends in 2 minutes, or your life does. Replace it. I buy in order, not in panic. If a sale ends and you missed it, bless it and move on. Panic purchases cost more than full price. Your peace is profit. Practice circulation without drama. Set a simple giving plan so you do not argue with yourself each time. Give where you are led, not where you are shamed. Pay your dues on time. Keep your word with small numbers so larger ones can trust you. The law of circulation is not a gimmick. It is a simple promise. What moves in order returns in order. If you feel tight when you release money, speak while you release. Through me, not from me. I am refilled in right timing. That tiny preface changes your entire nervous system. Install 4 microgates in your day to stabilize rhythm: morning, midday, evening, and night. At each gate, run a 30-second alignment: sit, breathe, decree, picture, proceed. Morning, I set my tone, I refuse pursuit, provision finds me. Midday, I stay in order, I act from my seat. Evening, I bless the day's flow, I release what is complete. Night, I rest my case, I am refilled as I sleep. These are not long ceremonies, they are taps on the thermostat. They keep the room warm. Create a small supply log. Write 1 line daily about visible order. An invoice paid early, a fair price agreed without struggle, a calm yes, a clean no. Do not write to brag. Write to notice. Noticing builds trust. Trust quiets fear. Fear is expensive. Calm is efficient. If a day feels empty, still write the smallest order you can see. I cleared my wallet. I answered 2 messages. I kept my promise. The field respects kept promises. Teach this to a child with a lemonade stand story. Say, you have a stand. If you yell at the street, people cross to avoid you. If you smile, set your price, keep the cups clean, and speak clearly, people come. When they pay, you say thank you. When you need lemons, you buy in peace and count your change. At the end of the day, you set aside some for tomorrow, some for growth, and some to bless someone else. That is all we are doing here, just with bigger numbers. Children get it before grown-ups because they have not practiced panic. Expect old thoughts to visit. Do not host them. If a thought says, "You are behind," reply, "I move in my lane on time." If it says, "No one will pay you," reply, "Right people find me." If it says, "This will never change," reply, "Order is already at work." Keep responses short. Do not enter debates. Debates are leaks. Decisions are dams. Use small physical anchors to keep the new rhythm when you are in public. Touch your watch when you choose order over panic. Tap your pocket when you choose clarity over fear. Smile with your eyes when you choose gratitude over complaint. Your body will begin to associate those tiny acts with your decree. Later, the anchor acts on you when your mind is too busy to remember. You trained it. Now it helps you. Care for the spaces where money moves. Your desk, your bag, your apps. Clutter creates little speed bumps in your day. A clean path invites flow. You do not need designer tools. You need clear lanes. Put invoices in one place. Put receipts in another. Label a folder paid so your eyes can rest when you drop something there. Rest is not idleness. Rest is relief from confusion. Hold your tongue when you feel the urge to narrate fear to friends. They do not need that story. You do not need to rehearse it. If you need support, ask for wisdom, not pity. I am aligning my money life. What simple thing would you do next if you were me? Wise friends answer simply. Pity keeps you small because it makes fear feel homey. You are building a new home. If a mistake happens, repair quickly with law. Do not hide, do not rant. Speak and act. I correct this now. Thank you for your patience. Pay the small fee for being late and mark your calendar so it does not repeat. Grown people fix things. The field respects grown people. Respect is a magnet. Finally, keep the sentence at the center like a city square where every road returns. When you feel drift, go there. Stand in it for 10 seconds. Say it slow. See one clear picture. Then take one clean step. Do not binge on techniques. Do not make a new religion out of routines. Keep it human. Keep it small enough to do on your most crowded day. The law does not need fireworks. It needs agreement. Say it now, in a steady voice that a child could understand and a banker would respect. I refuse to pursue money. Money locates me, completes me, and moves through me in right order now. See the river reaching your door. Feel your shoulders settle. Open your palm as if you are receiving and releasing in the same motion. That is reprogramming. Replace, picture, stabilize. Do it until it feels normal. Then keep doing it, not to impress the sky, but to keep the signal clean. You will notice changes that look small but mean everything. You will stop rushing to underprice. You will stop pretending you are fine while your words curse your day. You will send the message you owe and stop avoiding the one you fear. You will sleep a little deeper because your body finally believes you will speak for it tomorrow. That is all the field was waiting for. One clear person saying one clear sentence in one clear rhythm. When that happens, supply does not argue. It recognizes its address and knocks. This is not a test you pass or fail. It is a small, exact routine that locks your new rhythm into place so your world stops arguing with you. Think of it like setting wet cement. You pour, you smooth, and then you protect it while it cures. For 3 days you will protect your new pattern. You will not wrestle the sky. You will not chase results. You will set the signal and let the law do what law does, organize. Here's the protocol in one line. For 3 days, speak your decree 21 times a day, 7 in the morning, 7 at midday, 7 at night, slow, steady, lawful. The words are simple, and we will keep them exact so your mind can relax and your tone can deepen. I refuse to pursue money. Money locates me, completes me, and moves through me in right order, now. This is your thermostat sentence. You are not begging, you are setting. Before we start, arrange 3 things so your days feel supported, not stressed. First, your place. Choose a chair or a quiet corner you can reach every time. It does not need to be special, it needs to be consistent. Second, your time. Pick windows you can keep, wake-up hour, a true midday, set an alarm if you must, and the last 10 minutes before sleep. Third, your tool. A small note or card with a decree written cleanly, placed where your eyes will find it. That's it. No candles are required. No background music is required. This is grown, simple order. Morning gate? Set the point 7 times. When you wake, sit upright with both feet on the floor. Breathe in through your nose. Hold for a count of 2. Exhale longer than you inhaled. On the exhale, speak the sentence once. Repeat this 6 more times. If you like the body cues from earlier, use them. Hand to chest at locates me. Hand to belly at completes me. Open palm at moves through me. Keep your tone calm and even. You are not trying to push the words out, you are letting them ring. When 7 are complete, picture your one clear image for 2 seconds. A river meeting your door, or your storehouse with the 3 bins labeled enough, overflow, seed. Then stand up and do the next right thing in your day. No ceremony, just order. Midday gate, hold the line 7 times. Midway through your day, when pace and pressure try to scatter you, sit and run the same pattern. If you cannot sit, stand still near a wall and let your shoulders drop. Breathe, speak the decree 7 times, picture the same simple image, and then take one practical action that agrees with your words. Send the invoice you have delayed. Reply to the message you have avoided. Organize your wallet so bills face the same way. This pairing, 7 steady decrees plus 1 clean action, teaches your nervous system that your words have hands. Night gate, let it cure 7 times. Before sleep, dim the lights, put your phone down, and run the sequence. Breathe, speak the 7, see the image, then whisper one line that closes the day without panic. I rest my case. I am refilled in right timing. You are not reviewing every number or replaying every worry. You are closing the file so your mind can turn from guard duty to growth. Sleep is where roots thicken. Let them. Now let's talk about contact points, because this is where people either leak or lock. Every time you touch money, your card, your wallet, or your banking app, you are at a tiny altar. Turn those seconds into agreement. When you pay, say quietly, I release in peace and I am refilled in order. When you are paid, say received in thanks, circulation continues. When you price your work, say fair exchange, clear terms. When you are tempted to mutter too much at a price tag, switch to not my lane today. I am guided to fair value. These micro sentences keep the room warm between the gates. Resistance will show up. Expect it like a knock at the door, not a storm. You may feel silly, bored, or impatient. Old phrases may jump out of your mouth by habit. Do not fight the feeling. Run the cancel replace command sequence quietly. Cancel that. I speak order, proceed. Then keep going. If you miss a gate, do not throw the day away. Repair on the spot with 3 clean decrees and move on. This is not superstition, this is training. You are training your voice to lead and your mind to follow. You might notice small frictions smoothing out. A reply arrives without you chasing it. A price you feared saying lands without drama. A bill gets paid on time with no knot in your stomach. Do not call these moments luck. Call them what they are, visible agreement. When you see one, speak gratitude out loud. Thank you for order. Gratitude spoken is not fluff. It is alignment, like tightening a screw until it's snug. Here is a short set of lawful declarations you can thread through the day when you want variety without losing the backbone. Use them like seasoning, never instead of your main sentence. I handle money in peace, and money handles me with respect. I choose fair exchange and right timing. My word is consistent, my flow is steady. Through me, not from me, I am refilled as I release. I sit in my seat and act from order. Remember circulation. If your hand never opens, your life cannot receive. Opening does not mean spraying money to prove something. It means paying what is yours to pay, giving where you are led, and refusing to hoard from fear. If tightness rises when you release, pair the release with one calm sentence. This moves through me in order, and better supply returns. Your body will hear you and unclench a little. That unclenching is not a feeling, it is a door. Keep a supply log for 3 days. 1 line per gate is enough. Morning, decree done, sent invoice without wobble. Midday, decree done, priced clearly. Night, decree done, paid bill in peace. At the end of each day, read the 3 lines and say, kept my word. That phrase is glue. People who keep their word become easy for supply to find. Guard your social speech carefully during these 3 days. Do not entertain yourself by complaining about money. Do not fish for pity. Do not join fear chats. If someone invites you into panic, decline kindly. I'm keeping things in order. I can't speak lack right now. You will be surprised how your mood stays clean when your mouth stays clean. The field listens to the tone between your official decrees as much as the decrees themselves. What if a strong wave of worry hits? Use the body to steady the voice. Put both feet flat. Press your tongue to the roof of your mouth for a count of 5. This calms the jaw and slows the mind. Then speak 1 decree slowly. If the wave persists, do a simple task that creates order. Clear a small stack of papers. Rename a folder to paid. Align your next 3 calendar blocks. Order in the hand quiets noise in the head. Do not try to outthink law. Law is simple. Children do this better because they have not learned to decorate chaos. If a child can run a lemonade stand with clear prices, clean cups, and a thank you, you can run your money life the same way at your scale. Speak clearly, keep things clean, say thank you, set aside seed, and rest when the stand closes. Complexity is a costume fear wears to look wise. At the end of day 3, you will feel a change that is subtle but strong. Simplicity, peace, and sufficiency. Simplicity shows up as clean yes-no choices. Peace shows up as a quiet body, even when you move fast. Sufficiency shows up as the end of never enough talk in your mouth. Protect these signs. They are the roots of lasting overflow. Flashy feelings come and go. Quiet roots stay and feed you. Now we will seal the flow with 1 slow round of the decree. Sit tall. Breathe. Speak once, steady and exact. I refuse to pursue money. Money locates me, completes me, and moves through me in right order now. Leave a small silence after the word now. Let the room catch up to your voice. Then take 1 step that agrees with what you just said. Send the message. Finish the draft. File the paper. Tiny step, clean tone. Finally, make your word visible. Write your sentence in a place you will see it, on your desk, in your notes, or if you are sharing this journey with others, write it below the video as a vow. Not as decoration, as a contract. Type it without apology. I refuse to pursue money. Money locates me, completes me, and moves through me in right order, now. That written line is your lighthouse beam on the shore of your week. Ships find lighthouses that stay steady. 3 days will not move every mountain, but they will move you, from chase to decree, from noise to order, from scrambling hands to a steady seat. Stay with the rhythm when the 3 days end. You do not stop brushing your teeth because day 3 is over. You keep the habit because you like how clean feels. Keep this one for the same reason. Clean word, clear picture. Gentle beat. Law does the rest. Breathe once more. Stand like the lighthouse you are. Walk like someone whose address is known. Your voice has set the point. Your steps can be simple now. And the law, which does not flatter and does not fail, is already on its way to your door.